Clayface trailer just dropped. Holy cow, I'm so excited. Whoa. This will be rated R, I believe. Holy smokes. This is DC. Oh my. Oh. Holy. Wow. Dude, I'm there. What the? Dude, DC's Clayface. Wait, this feels like a hidden gem right here. Hold up. We got a lot to break down. By the way, I can explain who Clayface is for you guys that don't actually know. And you're like, I'm just here for the ride. Clayface is a Batman villain. In the universe, he was an actor who got kind of mugged and robbed to the point where he was pretty much just disfigured. And then through all the medical surgeries, trying to become back who he was, get back that rich and fame, ended up becoming Clayface from all the surgeries and the medicine and stuff that they gave him. So this looks absolute. That's why we'll see this. So he's disfigured here right now. This is probably post getting like beat, mugged, and everything like that. By the way, let me know in the comments if you didn't know Clayface was a Batman villain. But this is probably him before, looking back on what he was. Dude, the look in his eye is absolutely insane. This is probably him like a little bit post-surgery, right? Man, that's hard to stop by. See if I can get it. Holy smokes. That looks like part of them are trying to put his face back together. So maybe this plastic is kind of holding it in shape to make him who he once was and stuff like that. You can see it's kind of screwed in and everything there on the sides. Oh, that's brutal, dude. Wow, you can feel the horror vibes with it, and I'm shocked. Right here, watch this. You'll see his face droop. This is the effect of, like, the clay and everything going on. And he has to harden the clay to keep whatever figure he wants to be. Holy smokes, that's terrifying. This is just shocking that this is DC, and I'm here for it. I'm here for something different. You can see his face is drooping right here because he doesn't know how to control his powers and stuff like that yet. He's running. Oh my goodness, dude. Some of the scenes, some of the shots, this kind of looks like the clay that they're using, and maybe it was infused inside of him. Maybe they cut him open, they infused it in his DNA because they thought it would help him, and then it ends up making him in Clayface. And by the way, if you guys don't know who's directing it, I'll tell you after this because you're going to be so excited by the director. There we go. We can see his eyes. Right there, you can see his eyelids kind of sealing together, opening back up and stuff like that as he's trying to, again, control his new powers. And he is completely a villain. Wow. Looks like his love life is going to be part of the story as well, as we can see with that one girl. Here, so part of it, when he's fighting people, he can shape and mold the clay pretty much into whatever he wants and then harden it that way and use it as a weapon. So right here is kind of like a malice or whatever it's called, a mace, whatever it is. And he just hardens it after he makes it and molds it into that shape and then can use it as a weapon and beat people and stuff like that. Dude, this villain feels like he feels way better and more tied in with Robert Pattinson's DC Universe as opposed to James Gunn. But that's my opinion. Wow. And this shot right here is glorious. It's almost like right here, he's just accepting it. Like he's like, I'm going full on Clayface. Because he can mold the way he looks and kind of like shapeshift into other people. Have their body, have their face, have their looks, have mold like their vocal cords sound like them, stuff like that. So it is interesting to see where they're going to go with this. And Mike Flanagan, some of you guys might know him, he wrote this. This wasn't in DC's slate for their like whatever Gods and Monsters timeline. Slate 1 for DC Universe. Clayface was not in it. Mike Flanagan, the guy who wrote Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, Life of Chuck, Dr. Sleep, he's done a lot of horror movies and stuff like that. He wrote the script, and apparently it was so good. He brought the script to James Gunn, and James Gunn put it in their timeline. That's why I have hope for this film. That's probably being one of the best DC projects of this year, like by far. I think it's gonna gap Supergirl in my opinion. But I mean, you write a script that good, and then you bring it over to James Gunn, and he puts it in his universe. Like, that's got to say something about how intriguing it is. James Watkins will be directing it. He recently did Speak No Evil, and he's done some other stuff in the past. I haven't watched those. But if Mike Flanagan and James Gunn have faith in that guy directing it, dude, I'm locked in as well. I think Mike Flanagan will have some co-directing and stuff like that when it comes to shooting Clayface and everything. He's done such a good job directing these other shows, these horror movies, these shows. He's done so good that I think, dude, Clayface is going to be insane. Like, let's check the comments. Are we back, DC? This is what DC needs. Yep, horror film Clayface. This is exactly the next level good. That's what I'm saying. I don't see how this fits in to, and I hate to say it, James Gunn's DC Universe. Like, he feels like a Robert Pattinson villain in the sense, but I don't know. I'm excited to see this builds character with the villains as well. So if he ever gets put in a Batman villain, like in a Batman movie and he's the villain, we'll have some type of sympathy towards him. We'll kind of understand where he's coming from and what he's going through and being like, I can see why this guy turned villain. What he's doing isn't right, but we'll kind of be able to put those pieces together, and I think it builds for a better story. And I wonder if it'll end if this guy maybe goes to Arkham Asylum, and maybe it leads to an Arkham Asylum movie or show or something like that, because it has been teased in the past. So I wonder what kind of cameos, what kind of anything we're going to see, even if it's a standalone project and they don't mention anything about Batman or Arkham or anything. I'm thoroughly, insanely excited to watch Clayface. I think the trailer looks insane. I'm dialed in. I can't wait till October to watch it. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. And which Batman would this Clayface be better off against? James Gunn's or Robert Pattinson's? Let me know your thought on that in the comments. Make sure to follow because I'll keep you up to date on all gaming and movie news.